Title: My wife, 29F, of 6 years cheated. And now everything feels like a lie, 31M. I never thought I'd be the guy posting here. But life has a way of throwing curveballs at you, doesn't it? I've been with my wife, Emma, for almost 9 years in total. Married for 6 of those years. She's always been my best friend, my partner through thick and thin, and I truly believed we had something special. Now, I'm questioning everything I thought I knew. It started subtly, like these things often do. Emma had always been very dedicated to her career in marketing. She's ambitious, and I've always admired her for that. Over the past year, she's been working on a big project at her company that's required long hours and lots of collaboration with her team. I wasn't worried about it, I figured she was just stressed out because of the workload. A few months ago, I noticed small changes in her behavior. She started coming home later, which wasn't unusual for her, but she seemed more distracted. She was on her phone constantly, even during dinner, which wasn't like her. When I asked her about it, she just brushed it off, saying it was work-related. I didn't push the issue because I trusted her. Why wouldn't I? She was my wife, the person I trusted more than anyone. But then, one night, something strange happened. We were out at a friend's party, and Emma's phone kept buzzing. She was unusually quick to grab it every time it went off, and she would smile at the screen. I asked her who it was, and she said it was a coworker from her team, Matt, who she'd mentioned a few times before. Again, I didn't think much of it. However, my gut started gnawing at me after that night. Emma seemed more distant than ever, and she had become secretive about her phone. She wouldn't leave it lying around like she used to, and she'd always take it with her when she left the room. It felt weird, but I didn't want to jump to conclusions or accuse her without any proof. About a month ago, I couldn't take the anxiety anymore, so I did something I'm not proud of. I waited until she was in the shower, and I went through her phone. What I found changed everything. There were hundreds of messages between her and Matt. At first, they seemed harmless, work-related stuff, the occasional joke. But the further back I went, the more intimate the messages became. Compliments on how she looked at work, inside jokes I wasn't a part of, late-night texts when she was supposedly working late. Then there were the photos. Nothing too explicit, but selfies she'd sent him, and some flirty messages I never thought she'd exchange with someone else. My heart sank when I saw the messages from 2 weeks earlier. They had met up outside of work for drinks, something she never mentioned to me. And then there was one message from Matt: "Last night was incredible. I can't stop thinking about you." I felt like I had been punched in the gut. I confronted her that night. I didn't even wait for her to come out of the shower. I stormed into the bathroom and demanded an explanation. At first, she tried to deny it, saying it was nothing, that they were just friends. But I showed her the messages. She couldn't lie anymore. She broke down and admitted that she had slept with Matt. It had been going on for about 2 months. She said it started innocently enough, long hours at work, bonding over mutual frustrations. And before she knew it, she had developed feelings for him. She swore that she didn't love him, that it was just a physical thing, and that she had gotten caught up in the moment. She begged me to forgive her, said she wanted to work on our marriage, and promised she'd cut off all contact with Matt. I felt numb. I couldn't believe that the woman I'd shared my life with, the woman I loved more than anything, had betrayed me like this. All the nights she told me she was working late, all the times she was glued to her phone, she was with him. I kicked her out of the house that night. She's been staying with her sister ever since. I've had a lot of time to think, but I still don't know what to do. Part of me wants to believe her, that this was just a terrible mistake, that we can fix things and move on. But another part of me feels like our entire marriage has been tainted. How do I trust her again after this? How do I look her in the eyes and not see her with him? We've had some contact since then, mostly through text. She's been going to therapy on her own and has suggested we try couples counseling. She seems genuinely remorseful. But I'm so conflicted. I know people make mistakes, and I want to believe we can move forward. But I'm not sure if I'll ever be able to get past this. I've been talking to some close friends about it, and they're split. Some say I should leave her, that cheating is a deal breaker. Others say that if she's truly sorry and willing to work on things, maybe we can rebuild our marriage. I've been staying at my brother's place, trying to sort out my thoughts, but it's been a struggle. I keep replaying the last few months in my head, wondering how I missed the signs. I've gone over every conversation, every night she came home late, trying to figure out when things went wrong. It feels like my whole life has been flipped upside down, and I don't know how to pick up the pieces. Has anyone here ever gone through something similar? How do you move forward after infidelity? Is it even possible to rebuild trust after something like this? I still love her, but I don't know if love is enough to fix what's been broken. Update. It's been a few weeks since I first posted, and I wanted to give an update, especially since a lot of people have been asking what happened. I've been in therapy, trying to work through my emotions and figure out what I really want. Emma has been doing the same. She's still living with her sister, and we've had a few talks, but it's been a slow process. I've decided to give couples counseling a try. I don't know if this will lead to reconciliation or not, but I need to explore it, if only to get some closure. Right now, my trust in her is shattered, and it's going to take a long time to rebuild, if that's even possible. But I'm willing to take it one day at a time. For now, I know this road is going to be tough, and part of me is still angry, still hurt beyond words, but I also believe that people can make mistakes, even big ones, and still be capable of change. Whether or not that's true in my case remains to be seen. I'm trying to focus on healing myself, no matter what the outcome of our relationship is. Thanks to everyone who shared their own stories and advice. It helped me feel a little less alone in all this.